Features: you might be sitting in a small fortune. Now let's talk money. How much could your penny be worth? Regular 1952's penny, circulated condition 5 cents. $3 mint condition, graded MS 65 plus $50. Rare errors: DDO RPM off center. $1,000,000 $150,000 highest recorded sale, perfect condition plus rare error $130 million. That's right, a rare 1952's penny with the perfect combination of errors and pristine condition, $1.3 million. So if you think you have a rare 1952 Cinque penny, here's how to sell it for maximum profit. Verify your coin. Use a magnifying glass or take it to a local coin dealer. Get it professionally graded. Organizations like PCGS or NG can certify its value. Listed on a trusted auction site, Heritage Auctions, Bay or Great Collections. Negotiate and sell to the right buyer. Contact coin collectors and numismatic experts, and just like that, your old penny could turn into big money. Now it's your turn. Go check your piggy banks, your old coin jars, and even under the couch. Who knows? You might be sitting on a rare 1952's penny worth a fortune. Comment below if you have any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hidden treasure tips. This little coin right here could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Some of these 1960 dink pennies have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and guess what? One of them was even sold for a staggering $110 million. Could you be sitting on a small fortune? Stick around, because in this video I'll tell you exactly how to check if you have the rare one, and how to sell it for the maximum profit. Before we get into the specifics, let's take a quick look at why the 1960 dink penny is so special. In 1960, the US Mint produced these pennies in Denver, marked by a small d under the date. But here's where things get interesting. During the minting process, some of these pennies had errors: double die obverse, small date versus large date variations, and even a rare overmint mark where a D was stamped over another D. These errors are what makes certain pennies worth a fortune. Alright, now let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How do you check if your 1960 D penny is valuable? Here's what you need to look for: double die obverse DDO. This means the design on the front of the coin is doubled. Look closely at the word Liberty and the date 1960. If you see a clear doubling effect, that's a huge clue. Small date versus large date variety. The small date has a 6 and 0 that are level, while the large date has a higher 0. The small date is rarer and more valuable. D over D mint mark error. Some coins were mistakenly stamped with two overlapping D mint marks. If you see this under a magnifying glass, congratulations, you might have a jackpot coin. Now let's talk about the record breaker, the 1960 D Lincoln penny that sold for a jaw-dropping $110 million at an auction. This coin was a combination of the rare small date variety and a double die, making it an extremely sought-after collector's piece. Auctions and collectors went crazy for it. Imagine holding on to a penny that could turn you into a millionaire overnight. So what should you do if you think you have a rare 1960 D penny? Here's how to sell it. Verify its authenticity. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NG. They will authenticate and grade your coin. Research recent sales. Check eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections to see how much similar coins have sold for. Auction it for maximum value. If your coin is extremely rare, consider selling it through a major auction house where collectors bid competitively. Avoid scammers. Be careful of buyers who try to lowball you or offer quick cash. Always get multiple appraisals. So do you have a fortune hiding in your piggy bank? Check your 1960 D pennies now and let me know in the comments what you find, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more videos about valuable coins and hidden treasures. We're diving into one of the most valuable pennies ever, the 1968 no mint mark Lincoln cent. Could you be holding on to a coin worth thousands or even millions? Stick with me till the end, because I'm going to show you how to check if your penny is the rare one and how you can sell it for maximum profit. Host, now you might be thinking, it's just a penny, how can it be worth so much? Well, let me tell you, one of these bad boys sold for a staggering $1.20 million. Yep, you heard that right, but the question is, what makes this penny so special? Let's break it down. 1. Why is the 1968 no-mint mark penny so valuable? First, let's talk about what makes this penny stand out. Most 1968 pennies were minted in Philadelphia no-mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. However, there are some extremely rare error coins that have no mint mark but were struck differently, making them incredibly valuable. These rare error coins were mistakenly made at the San Francisco Mint without an S mint mark. That's right, the US Mint goofed up big time, and guess what that mistake could make You rich too? How to identify the rare 1968 no mint mark penny? Alright, let's get to the most important part, how to check if you have the jackpot penny. Follow these steps. Look at here, your penny must be from 1968. Check the mint mark. If there's AD or ANS, it's not the rare one. If there's no mint mark at all, you might have something special. Examine under a magnifying glass. Look for unusual features like doubling in the letters or any striking errors. Weigh your penny. A normal 1968 penny weighs 3.11 g. If it's significantly different, you might have an error coin. If your penny matches these characteristics, congratulations, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. 3. How much is your 1968 no mint mark penny worth? Now let's talk money. The value of this penny depends on its condition and rarity. Regular worn pennies worth 1 cent. Sorry folks, slightly better condition could be worth $10 to dollar. Uncirculated condition. Important tips: always handle your coins carefully, no scratches, no wiping, and preferably wear gloves. Get it graded by a professional like PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. Avoid selling to local pawn shops or random buyers. Online auction houses and specialist coin dealers will offer you the real deal. Collectors and investors are willing to pay a fortune for these era coins because they are rare and rarity equals value. Depending on its condition, even a moderately worn one can fetch thousands. So what's the current market value for these coins? A genuine 1982 no mint mark small date penny in top mint state condition MS67 or higher could bring in a first between $50,000 and $745,000. That's enough for a new house, a dream vacation, or to retire early, all from a single penny. So take a moment after this video to check your old jars, drawers, and those coffee tins. You never know what little piece of history might be hiding there. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. For more tips on rare coins and collectibles, got an old coin you're curious about? Drop a comment below. I love helping folks uncover hidden treasures. Hey there, treasure hunters, where we talk about hidden gems hiding in your pocket change. Whether you're a collector or just cleaning out your old drawers, today's video could make you look at your pennies a little differently. Imagine this: you're rolling pennies for the bank or sorting through an old coin jar and you stumble upon an ordinary-looking 2014 Lincoln penny. But here's the twist: that little coin might not be so ordinary after all. Some rare versions of this penny with no mint mark have reportedly fetched up to $745,000 at auctions. That's right, $745,000 for a single cent. Let's break this down. The Abraham Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909. The 2014 version continues the classic Lincoln design on the front with the Union shield on the back. But the real kicker: some of these 2014 pennies were minted with errors or unique features that make them incredibly valuable. Most modern pennies carry oddity letter under the year: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But if your 2014 penny has no mint mark, and especially if it has a rare error, it could be worth a small fortune. You might be asking, why would anyone pay $745,000 for a penny? Well, the world of coin collecting is fueled by rarity, condition, and demand. Coins with errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or misprinted lettering are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own one. Now, before you rush to check your penny jar, here are the key signs to watch for: no mint mark below the year, uncirculated or mint condition, no scratches or heavy wear like doubling, off-center strike, or a smooth rim. Collectors have documented some incredible sales. For example, era pennies from other years have sold for $50,000, $150,000, and reports suggest certain 51:402014 era pennies without a mint mark have been valued as high as $745,00051:47 now. Even if yours isn't the jackpot, a 2014 era penny could still bring in anywhere from $100 to several thousand depending on its condition and rarity. If you think you've got a winner, here's what to do next: inspect with a magnifying glass or coin loop. Get your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Consult with a trusted. Even sold for a jaw-dropping $688,000. That's right, a penny that could be hiding in your pocket change right now might make you rich. But how do you know if your penny is valuable? What should you look for? And how do you sell it for maximum profit? Stick with me till the end because I'm breaking down everything you need to know. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be responding to as many as I can. All right, let's start with the basics. Most 2001 pennies are only worth 1 cent, but Certain rare errors and conditions make some of them extremely valuable to collectors. Here's what to look for. First, check for the mint mark. A normal 2001 penny should have a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, but if yours has no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. Some of these Philadelphia pennies had striking errors that make them valuable. Some of the most expensive 2001 pennies have serious errors, like double die obverse DDO. This means the coin has noticeable doubling in letters and numbers. Off-center strikes. If the coin's design is not centered properly, it can be worth hundreds, or even thousands. Die breaks or cuts. These are raised lumps on the coin due to cracks in the minting die, making it more valuable. Condition is everything. If your 2001 penny is in near-perfect condition, like mint state 65 or higher, it could be worth big money. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being flawless. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Okay, now that you know what to look for, how do you actually check your penny's value? Here's the step-by-step process. You'll need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect details like doubling or minting errors. You can also use a USB microscope for better clarity. Check online coin databases like PCGS or NGC to compare your penny's details with confirmed error coins. For high V-value coins, grading by professionals is a must. PCGS and NGC are the most trusted coin grading services. A certified high-grade error coin can fetch thousands, or even hundreds of thousands at auction. So you've got a rare 2001 penny now. How do you sell it for maximum profit? Big money collectors often buy rare coins at auctions. Look into heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, or great collections. eBay, Etsy, and Facebook Marketplace can be great, but be cautious. Scammers are everywhere. Only sell to trusted buyers. If you want quick cash, a local coin dealer can be an option, but they might offer less than what it's worth. Do your research. So, do you have a rare 2001 no mint mark penny? Check your pocket change now. If you find something special, get it graded and sell it wisely. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin finds, and drop a comment below if you have any questions. Welcome back to our channel. This channel is all about numismatic, as old as gold. If you have one of these, you are very lucky. Let's start this. Hello coin lovers and treasure hunters, where we talk about turning old change into real cash. Today's video is all about a little coin that could make a huge difference in your life. The 1982 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that could be sitting in your pocket, in a jar at home, or hiding in an old drawer, worth as much as $745,000. Yes, you heard me right, so stick around because I'll break down why this penny is so valuable, how to spot one, and how you can turn it into life-changing money. First, let's take a trip back to 1982. That year was special for the humble Lincoln penny. The U.S. Mint made a big switch from making pennies out of 95% copper to a cheaper zinc core with Athens copper coating. Because of this change, there are actually 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny, but only one is the true golden ticket. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, and for each of those, you'll see them either with a mint mark D for Denver or no mint mark at all, which means they were struck in Philadelphia. So why is the no mint mark 1982 D small date penny so rare? Well, it's not supposed to exist in zinc form without a mint mark, but a small batch of them slipped through the cracks. That's what makes this coin so valuable. In fact, a verified one sold for a jaw-dropping $18,800 at auction years ago, and the current market has seen estimates go as high as $745,000 for top condition mint state 47:12 examples. Now you might be thinking, how do I know if I've got the jackpot? Great question. Let me walk you through it. Look for the no mint mark. If you see a D under the date, it's from Denver, and sadly not the rare one. If there's no letter at all, you're still in the game. Check the date size. 1982 pennies come in large date and small date. The rare one is the small date. The 2 and the 8 in the year will look higher and thinner compared to the large date. Test the material. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 g and zinc ones weigh 2.5 g. You'll need a digital scale for this, and the rare one is a zinc penny, meaning it should weigh around 2.5 g. If your coin checks all 3 boxes, no mint mark, small date, and around 2.5 g, congratulations, you could be holding a 6-figure treasure now before you run off to cash it in a few process. Some of these pennies were struck using a proof die by accident, making them incredibly rare. Collectors go crazy for these error coins. Okay, now here's the part you've been waiting for: how to check if your 1981 penny is the rare one. Follow these steps carefully. Look at the front of the coin. You should see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, but here's the key: check under the date 1981. If there is no mint mark, you might have something Valuable. Examine the finish of the coin. The rarest versions have asheny proof-like appearance. If yours looks extra glossy and well struck, it's time to take a closer look. Check the details. Look for sharp, crisp edges and deep details in Lincoln's hair and beard. If the strike is weak, it's likely a regular penny. Get it authenticated. If you think you have the rare proof-like version, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This is crucial to verify its authenticity and value. Now let's talk money. If your 1981 no-mint penny is the rare proof error, its value could be in the thousands, or even hundreds of thousands. Regular 1981 no-mint pennies circulated worth 1 cent to a few dollars. Uncirculated condition high grade worth $50 to $500. Rare proof-like error high grade worth $5,000 $20,000. The highest recorded sale over $1 million. Yes, someone actually sold one for over $1 million. So you think you have a valuable 1981 no-mint penny. Here's how to sell it the right way and get the most cash for it. Authenticate it. Send your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation to get it officially graded. This adds credibility and increases value. Find the right market. Sell your coin on reputable auction sites like Heritage Auction, Stax Bowers, or eBay. Avoid random buyers. Go for serious collectors. Set the right price. If your coin is professionally graded and rare, don't settle for less. Research similar sales and start with a higher asking price. Work with a dealer. If you're unsure, contact a trusted coin dealer who can guide you through the selling process and help you get the best offer. There you have it, folks. Your pocket change could be worth a fortune if you have a 1981 no-mint penny. Check it. No, you could be holding a gold mine in your hands. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing coin discoveries. And if you have any questions, drop a comment below. Hey there, treasure hunters, did you know that a simple 1985 dink penny could be worth thousands, maybe even millions of dollars? Yes, you've heard that right. Some of these coins have sold for insane amounts, including one that reportedly reached a whopping $1 million in the USA. But the real question is, do you have one of these rare and valuable pennies? Stick with me till the end because I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to check if your penny is rare, and how to sell it for maximum profit. Let's dive in. Not every 1985 penny is valuable, but the rare ones have something special about them. So what makes them worth thousands or even $1 million? It all comes down to minting errors, doubling, and rare variations. Let me break it down for you. Double die errors. If your penny has doubling on Lincoln's face, the lettering of the date, you may have a rare variety. Grab a magnifying glass and check for any doubling effects. Off-center strikes. If the design is not centered properly, your penny might be valuable. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. Wrong planet errors. Some pennies were accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal, making them worth a fortune. If your penny looks slightly different in color or weight, you might have a rare one. Full red color and mint condition. Collectors love pennies that have retained their full red color. The better the condition, the higher the price. Now here's how to inspect your penny like a pro. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling, minting errors, or any unusual features. Weigh your penny. A normal 1985 penny should weigh about 2.5 g. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be a rare variety. Compare with online listings. Check coin auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or PCGS to see if similar pennies have sold for big bucks. If you think your penny is valuable, here's what you need to do next. Get it authenticated. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and condition. This can skyrocket your penny's value. Listed on the right platforms. Auction sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and Great Collections are the best places to sell rare coins. Visit a local coin dealer. Some dealers may offer you a quick cash deal, but always compare prices before selling. Attend a coin show. These events bring collectors and big buyers together, giving you the best chance to sell your penny for the highest price. So could you be the lucky one holding a rare 1985 dink penny worth a life-changing amount of money? Don't let it sit in your piggy bank. Check your coins today, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be reading and answering as many as I can. Imagine finding a single penny in your change and realizing it's worth more than a luxury sports car, a beachfront home, or even a lifetime of financial freedom. Sounds crazy, right? Well, hold on tight because today we're diving deep into the astonishing story of the 1994 no-mint Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin so rare its value has skyrocketed to a jaw-dropping $670,000 and possibly into the millions. Could you be unknowingly sitting on a fortune? Stay with me until the end because you'll learn how to identify this rare penny, avoid costly mistakes, and most importantly, how to cash in big. But hurry because time is running out before we jump into how to find this elusive penny. Let's rewind to 1994, a time when pagers were the height of technology. Michael Jordan was dominating basketball, and the US Mint was producing billions of pennies, but somewhere in the mix an error occurred, a mistake so small, so overlooked that it slipped through the cracks of mass production. No mint mark, no sign of where it was made, an anomaly in the coin world, and today it's a life-changing payday. Now, before you run to check under your couch cushions or start emptying out that jar of loose change, let's talk about why this specific penny is worth so much more than a cent. So why exactly is this 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny valued at a staggering $670,000 today? The answer lies in three key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. The fewer there are, the more valuable they become. This particular penny was an accidental error, meaning only a handful exist. Condition: coins graded as MS-68 or higher by professional grading services can command 6 to 7 figures at auction. Demand: the collector's market is hotter than ever. Wealthy investors and collectors will pay top dollar for this rarity. Now let's play a quick game. What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and realized you owned a $670,000 penny new house, luxury car? For more rare coin discoveries, and comment below if you think you might have one of these valuable pennies. And remember, sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest fortunes. Did you know that a simple 1979 D Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1.4 million? That's right, you might be carrying a small fortune in your pocket right now. Some of these rare pennies have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. But how do you know if you have the rare one? Stick with me till the end and I'll show you exactly how to check your penny and how to sell it for maximum profit. Before we dive into what makes these pennies so valuable, let's talk about the basics. The 1979 D penny was minted in Denver as indicated by the small D mint mark below the year. It's made mostly of copper with a weight of 3.11 g. Over 4.1 billion of these pennies were minted, so not all of them are rare, but some have unique errors or conditions that make them worth big money. Let's check those out. So what makes a 1979 D Lincoln penny worth thousands, or even millions? Here are the key things to look for. Double die obverse DDO. Look at Lincoln's face, the word liberty, or the date. If you see a slight doubling effect, you might have a valuable double die error. Off-center strikes. If the coin is struck off-center, it can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the misalignment. Broad strike error. This happens when a coin is struck without a proper rim, making it appear wider than normal. Wrong planchet error. Some 1979 pennies were mistakenly struck on a silver or foreign coin planet. These are extremely rare and valuable high-grade uncirculated coins. MS-67, MS-70. If your 1979 D penny has a perfect or near-perfect condition with no wear and sharp details, it could be worth thousands at auction. Regular 1979 D pennies 1 cent to a few dollars if circulated. Minor errors $50 to $500. Major errors like DDO or off-center strikes $1,000 to $10,000. Perfect MS-68 plus graded coins $10,000 to $150. Extremely rare 1979 D errors in pristine condition up to $1.40 for $1 million show proof of high auction sales. How to check and sell your penny. Here's how you can check if your penny is rare and how to sell it for maximum profit. Examine with a magnifying glass or microscope. Check for errors and doubling. Weigh. At a normal 1979 D penny should weigh 3.11 g. If yours is significantly different, it could be a rare variety. Compare with auction listings. Websites like PCGS, Heritage Auctions, and eBay list valuable pennies and what they sell for. Get it graded. Send your penny to grading services like PCGS or NGC to certify its value. Sell it wisely. The best places to sell rare pennies include coin dealers, online auctions, and coin shows. Also, do you have a rare 1979 D penny worth thousands or even millions? Go check your pennies now and let me know in the comments if you find anything rare, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more valuable coin discoveries. What if I told you Theta simple ordinary looking penny, one you might have tossed in a jar or even spent on a piece of gum, could actually be worth nearly $600,000? Yes, you heard that right. And what's even crazier, you could have one sitting in your house right now without even knowing it. Before you rush off to check your change drawer, stick with me 28:00 because in the next few minutes I'm going to reveal exactly how to identify this rare coin, why it's worth a fortune, and most importantly how you can cash in on it before It's too late. The year was 1980. Gas was just 86 cents a gallon. The US was still feeling the effects of inflation, and pocket change was just that, pocket change. But something remarkable happened at the US Mint that year. A small batch of pennies was struck without the usual mint mark. No D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, no P for Philadelphia, just a clean unmarked coin that would go unnoticed for decades until collectors discovered their mind-blowing value. And here's where it gets interesting. While most 1980 pennies are worth just a cent, this one just sold for a staggering $599,000, and that's not even the highest price it could fetch. But why is this particular coin so valuable? 3 key reasons. Rarity, demand, and condition. First, rarity. Only a handful of these coins have ever been found, making them one of the most elusive modern-era pennies in history. Second, collector demand. The numismatic world is obsessed with rare mint errors, and this one is like the golden ticket of pennies. And third, condition. If your penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at an absolute goldmine, but even a slightly worn version could still net you thousands. All right, now here's the part you've been waiting for. How do you find one of these $1 million pennies? Step 1. Grab your stash of pennies, old jars, piggy banks, coin collections, even your couch cushions could be hiding a fortune. Step 2. Look closely at any 1980 Lincoln cent you find. If it's missing a mint mark, no DS or PU, could be holding a jackpot coin. Step 3. Get it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can determine its true value. A verified high-grade version can change your entire financial future. And step 4. Well, that's up to you. Do you sell it for a quick 6 figures or hold out for that potential $1 million payday? Decisions. But here's the catch. These rare coins are getting scooped up faster than ever. Every day that passes, another one disappears into a private collection, possibly forever. The question is, will you be the next lucky owner? So what are you waiting for? Check your pennies now, and if you think you found a winner, let me know in the comments. And if you found this video valuable, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting coin discoveries, the 1981 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Some of these pennies have sold for thousands, even up to $1 million. Stick around till the end, because I'll be revealing how to check if you have one of these valuable coins and how to sell it for the maximum profit. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help. No, let's get into it. Alright, so what makes the 1981 Lincoln cent without a mint mark so valuable? Most pennies have a mint mark that tells you where they were made, like D for Denver or S for San, minted in Philadelphia. While not all are valuable, a rare era variety makes some of these coins worth a fortune. The reason: a special mistake in the minting process. Some of these pennies were struck using a proof die by accident, making them incredibly rare. Collectors. Step 2. Sell at the right place. Forget pawn shops. Aim for major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Step 3. Set a reserve price. Don't let it go for pennies, pun intended. Some have sold for 6 figures and you want top dollar. And here's the kicker: some people have unknowingly spent these rare pennies at gas stations, fast food joints, or even tossed them into tip jars. Can you imagine finding out you literally gave away a potential fortune? Don't let that be you. No regrets, folks, no regrets. So the big question: do you have one of these rare pennies sitting in a jar, in your car's cup holder, or buried in a drawer? It's time to find out. Grab your loose change, check those pennies, and if you find one, let me know in the comments below. And if you're serious about coin collecting, don't forget to hit subscribe, because next time we're talking about another penny that could make you a millionaire. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, a simple ordinary looking 1973 Lincoln cent, could be worth nearly $1 million today? Imagine holding something in your hands that you've ignored for years and realizing it could change your life forever. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare coin and why its value has skyrocketed to an astonishing $992,000. But fair warning, you may never look at spare change the same way again. Now, before you go scrambling through your couch cushions, let me tell you why this 1 cent coin is causing such a frenzy. The 1973 Lincoln penny was minted in the billions, but among them a few rare unmarked pennies slipped through with a critical error, a minting mistake so valuable that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Think about it: how many times have you casually tossed a penny aside thinking it's worthless? But what if you unknowingly let a fortune slip through your fingers? Just last year, one lucky collector cashed in a pristine 1973 penny for nearly $1 million, and that's just the beginning, and to think some of us wouldn't even bend down to pick one up off the sidewalk. Pause. Yep, let that sink in. So what makes this penny worth nearly $1 million? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. No mint mark. Unlike regular 1973 pennies, this one lacks a mint mark under the date, a mistake made at the Philadelphia Mint. High grade condition. The better the condition, the higher the price. Coins graded MS 67 or above are where the real money is. Collector demand. Rare coins like this attract serious collectors and auction houses, pushing prices to insane levels. But here's the thing, not every non-mint mark 1973 penny is worth $1 million. How can you tell if yours is the jackpot coin? Well, here's where most people go wrong. Alright, here's your step-by-step million-all test. Grab a magnifying glass and follow along. Look for the no mint mark. Check under the year 1973. If there's no D or S, you might be in luck. Check the condition. The fewer scratches, the better. Flawless uncirculated pennies can fetch the big bucks. Some of these rare pennies have unique metal compositions that set them apart. Get it graded. A certified coin grader can officially determine its worth, and you don't want to guess when there's $1 million on the line. Here's the kicker, prices are skyrocketing. Just 5 years ago, these pennies were selling for a fraction of today's value, with collectors hunting aggressively. The next record-breaking sale could be yours, but only if you act fast. So I'll ask again, have you checked your pennies lately? Because if you haven't, well, you might just be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Nowhere's what you need to do next. Like this video if you found it valuable, subscribe for more hidden treasure tips, and drop a comment below if you think you have a rare penny in your collection. Who knows, your story might be the next millionaire coin discovery. Remember, every penny has a story, and sometimes that story is worth millions. What if I told you that a tiny, ordinary look pen could be worth nearly $800,000? That's right, a simple 1976 mint mark, something you might have in your pocket right now, could make you a millionaire overnight. But here's the shocking part, most people unknowingly spend these rare pennies without even realizing their value. Have you ever handed over a fortune for a cup of coffee? Well, someone might have, because one of these rare pennies recently sold for $799,000 in the collector's market, and guess what, there could be another one just waiting to be discover. Now, before you go flipping over your couch cushions and raiding your piggy bank, stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes I'll reveal exactly what to look for, where to find these hidden treasures, and how to turn a single penny into a wealthy lifestyle you never imagined. The 1976 mint mark Lincoln penny was struck in Denver during America's centennial year, a time of great celebration and historic mistakes at the U.S. Mint. Some of these pennies were minted with rare errors, making them worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today. But here's the kicker, most people don't even know they exist. So how do you know if you have one of these jackpot coins? Because not all 1976 pennies are valuable, only the rarest of the rare bring in the big bucks. And that's exactly what I'm about to talk specifics, because here's where it gets exciting. There are 3 key signs that your 1976 penny might be worth a fortune. Mint errors and double dies. Look for doubling in the inscriptions, especially in the words liberty and in God we trust. Off center strikes if the design is shifted or misaligned. You could be holding a collector's dream rare composition. Some pennies were accidentally struck on a bronze planchet instead of copper-plated zinc. This makes them incredibly rare and extremely valuable. Now, if you just ran to grab a magnifying glass and your old coin stash, don't worry, you're not alone. Welcome to the Treasure Hunters Club. But how do you sell one of these rare pennies for top dollar, and more importantly, where can you cash in? Stay with me, because this next part is where the real money is made. Alright, you found your rare penny. Now what? Well, you can't just walk into a bank and expect them to hand you a suitcase of cash. You need to get it professionally authenticated and graded. Here's the step-by-step process. Get it verified. Send your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A high-grade rating can skyrocket its value. Find the right buyers. Rare coin collectors, major auction houses, and even online platforms like Heritage Auctions are willing to bid insane amounts for these treasures. Negotiate smartly. Never accept the first offer. Some buyers will try to get it for pennies on the dollar, but you now know better. Imagine this: you wake up tomorrow, check your old jar of coins, and suddenly realize you're sitting on nearly $1 million. What would you do? Travel the world, buy your dream home? The opportunity is real, but only if you take action. So before you spend another penny without checking, make sure you're not handing over your fortune. If you found this information valuable, hit that like button, subscribe could fetch $500 to $5,000 rare era penny. Now this is where it gets insane. Some collectors are willing to pay $50,000, $100,000, or even $1.20 million for the rarest ones. For how to sell your rare penny for maximum profit. So if you think you have the rare 1968 no mint mark penny, here's how to get top dollar for it. Get it professionally graded. Send your penny to a grading service like PCGS or NGC, listed on auction sites. Try platforms like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Great Collections. Visit a coin dealer. Find a reputable coin shop to get an expert evaluation. Attend coin shows. Network with serious collectors. Willing to pay big bucks. Pro tip: never clean your penny. Cleaning it can lower its value drastically. 5 final thoughts. Do you have the $1 million penny? So what do you think? Do you have one of these rare 1968 no mint mark pennies? Check your piggy banks, old coin jars, and even your grandparents' collections. You never know. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on valuable coin tips. Also, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help you out. Imagine holding a simple penny in your hands and realizing it could be worth nearly $1 million. Sounds crazy, right? But in 1969, the U.S. Mint in Denver accidentally produced a Lincoln 1-cent 10:38 coin that would later become one of the most sought-after treasures in coin collecting history. Today, one of these rare pennies has been valued at an astonishing $777,000. But how do you know if you have one, and what makes this tiny piece of copper worth a fortune? Stick with me till the end, because I'm about to reveal what to look for, where to sell it, and why time is running out for you to cash in. To understand the shocking value of this 1969 dink penny, let's rewind to a time when America was sending a man to the moon. Woodstock was changing music forever, and the U.S. Mint was making a huge mistake that a rare double die error was discovered, meaning some coins were struck twice, creating a slightly doubled image on the lettering and date. But here's the twist: unlike other double die errors, the ones from 1969 with the mint mark from Denver are extremely rare, and that rarity is what sends collectors into a frenzy. So if you're thinking, wait, I have a jar full of old pennies at home, pay close attention, because in just a moment I'll show you exactly how to spot one of these rare gems. But first, how did we even get here? Here's where it gets really exciting. This penny isn't just old, it's a hidden fortune. So what makes this coin worth nearly $1 million? 2 things: scarcity and demand. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 1969, only a handful have this rare error, and since serious collectors will pay anything to complete their collections, the prices have skyrocketed. Imagine walking into a coin shop with a penny and walking out with enough cash to buy a Lamborghini. Crazy, right? Well, it's happened. So now the big 12:26 question: how do you know if you have one of these hidden treasures? Let me show you exactly what to look for. All right, 12:33, time for the moment of truth. Grab your old pennies and check for these key details. The date: 1969. It must be from this year. The D mintum mark: Denver Mint, a small d below the date. The double die effect: look for slight doubling on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. He says the jackpot sign. If you see all 3, congratulations, you might be holding a 6F figure of fortune in your hands. But wait, before you rush to sell it, stop, because selling to the wrong person could mean losing tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coming up, where to sell your penny for top dollar, and the one mistake that could cost you everything. To get the maximum value, only sell through trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. And whatever you do, do not clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. So what are you waiting for? Go check your old piggy bank, search those couch cushions, and who knows, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth nearly $1 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But as we speak, collectors and auction houses are hunting for a rare 1972 no mint mark Lincoln penny in the latest sale, a staggering $892,000. Could you be holding one right now without even knowing it? Stay with me, because by the end of this video you'll 14:08 know exactly what to look for and how to turn your old coins into a fortune. Still think pennies are worthless? Tell that to the guy who just cashed in for nearly $1 million. So what makes this 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? It all comes down to a rare minting error. Unlike most coins that bear a tiny letter indicating where they were struck, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco, this one has nothing, and that, my friend, makes it a collector's dream. Imagine checking an old piggy bank, finding a dull brown penny, and then realizing it's worth enough to buy a luxury mansion. That's the reality for a few lucky collectors. But here's the thing, most people don't even know what to look for. All right, time to get practical. If you've got a 1972 penny, grab and nowhere's how to tell if it's the rare high-value version. Step 1. Check the date 15:08. Does it say 1972? Good start. Step 2. Look under the date and mint mark, you might be on to something. Step 3. Check for a double die obverse error. This means the lettering, especially Liberty and In God We Trust, appears slightly doubled. If you're squinting at your penny right now like Sherlock Holmes, you're doing it right. The thing is, these rare coins don't last in circulation forever. Every day one more gets snatched up by collectors. That means the longer you wait, the fewer chances you have of finding one. Alright, let's say you found the Holy Grail, your 1972 no mint mark penny. Looks 15:51 promising. Now what? How do you cash in on it? Here's the game plan. Step 1. Get a professionally graded companies like PCGS or NGC will authenticate its value. Welcome back. You know that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln 1-cent penny coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend these nickels. You are lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video for numismatic treasure. Let's start this. This little penny right here could be worth a life-changing fortune. That's right, some 1952's Lincoln wheat pennies have sold for thousands, even up to $1.30 million. But how do you know if you have the rare ones? Stick around, because I'm about to break down everything you need to know about this elusive treasure hiding in your pocket change.